And I think we are hearing something from the other room here. It'll probably be a lot easier to analyze once we know who's actually going to be showing up. Who do you think Dreamless here does not want to see?
Well, I have a list of the characters that they've played in previous VODs here. If I can pull that up and we could look through it.
Right. I think I've got access to that as well.
Okay, we've got Bowser, Young Link, DK, K. Rool, Zelda, Greninja, Link, Snake, Pikachu, Little Mac, and Game & Watch.
If I'm Dreamless here, I don't think I want to see either of the Links. I don't want to see Snake. Like, I don't want to play against a character who can zone.
Yeah, and we are going to see the Greninja.
I think I agree with you. I wouldn't want to be in this situation. I feel like it's a better... Although I don't know if I have... Like, maybe save it for, like, Arctic? We're going to see Cuphead with the Tifa costume. Now, how do you think this is going to go down?
I think we're going to see a lot of fishing from Dreamless here. I think it's going to be a very... to put it frankly, mashy approach here. I don't mean that derogatorily. I just mean...
Yeah, no. I think both of these characters... I think that both of these characters want to get an opening in neutral, and I think that Brawler is a character who's a lot better at getting the opponent up, but at the same time, I do think Greninja has a level of, like, offensive potential that is at least going to keep him in the match. Like, if you land a down tilt, you land a dash attack, you're going to be an advantage for a decent amount of time.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
No, you can go ahead.
We are seeing a bit more of a defensive approach from the Greninja here, which is definitely the way to go in matchups like this. I remember a lot of matchups when I played Greninja, I would pretty much be forced to time out people because there wasn't really a way to contest with their hitboxes other than running away and waiting for them to throw out something bad like that.
Yeah.
Wishing the kill confirm there, unfortunately.
Not where you want to be. I feel like in this matchup, I feel like Mii Brawler is the beat. I feel like you're in a position as the Mii Brawler where your hitboxes are better, your approach options are stronger, and I think you have a better out-of-shield game where this Greninja is going to have to play that bait and punish, is going to have to rely on Dreamless making mistakes and giving openings.
Greninja famously a character with no traditional out-of-shield options. You can do some stuff with footstool, some stuff with jump out-of-shield parry, but does not have something like a Thrupper or a Brawler up smash to use.
Yeah, it's really not the best position to be, even if you still have access to those universal options. I feel like it's been a little bit hard for Dreamless here to get the openings. What do you think the adaptation might be? I feel like this Greninja's been on the offensive very heavy.
Yeah, I think honestly playing more with field might be the way to go. Greninja's grab, aside from pivot grab, aren't super great in terms of frame data or range. And he doesn't get a ton off of it, especially at the mid to high percents.
Yeah, I mean, the most you're really going to be looking for is around like 200%. You can start getting kills off of the up air or up throw. But aside from that, you're not going to be finding a lot of those confirms. So I think that I agree. I think that playing a little bit more defensively, I think the one problem is it might be hard to counter the cross-up dash attack if they're in a position to do that specifically. But aside from that, I agree. I think that they should be going for these defensive options, and we're seeing that in the neutral itself. I've seen a little bit of Smash 4 action.
Whiffing the kill there. Another one.
You know Dreamless really wants that kill here. Soft spot of smash, but unfortunately that's going to be the water shark, going to take out the stock. Not looking great, but at the same time, definitely not the end of the round.
That's going to be it.
Ooh!
Oh, that's
very bad offstage spot dodge, or offstage air dodge from Dreamless. Closer at the stock. Unfortunately, not going to be able to take the stock off of this Greninja. What do you think we send out? Who do you think we send in after this?
The answer is unequivocally Ruby. If they send anyone else out, they are incorrect. But that's really tough for CSU. I know how confident Victor was feeling in this Brawler going into things, and to see it get 3-stocked is gotta shake up their nerves a little bit.
Yeah. I think I agree on some level. I think that Ruby is definitely a character. Like Snake, I don't want to be Greninja against him. I don't want to have to run offense on a character who has a grenade in hand that's going to kill me the moment I try and attack them. But at the same time, Ruby is historically CSU's anchor. He has historically been somebody who CSU tends to bring out in their last moments, and frankly, cleans up the entire game. And I think that bringing in Ruby might be a little bit aggressive for them, because if Ruby gets chipped down through the next couple of rounds, they're losing access to that anchor, to their main counterplay if they start to go down in stocks. Now, granted, they're down 3, but it's still a little bit early, and I'm wondering if that might factor into their game plan.
Yeah, I do know recently, the last game I commentated, they played a very close game 1. In game 2, they got kind of stomped, if I'm being honest. In game 3, they ended up leading Ruby instead of anchoring with them, and Ruby ended up taking out, I think, 3 players on his own.
Sounds like Ruby.
And I know there's been some talk of sending in Ruby first more often now, so I wonder if we're going to see Ruby towards the front, especially in such an advantageous matchup.
I definitely think that there's a big point in that, but I think that it's... I like the anchor personally, but I can definitely see CSU choosing to go for the more aggressive option of sending him in right here and now.
Waiting for Butler to pick their character. It's going to be
Yink.
Colin.
Okay. How do you feel about this?
I don't think it's a bad pick. I think they're probably a little bit nervous about sending Ruby in this early. And Colin's, I think, pretty much consensus the second best player on the team. So I think it's a very solid pick. This isn't a super bad matchup if you're Greninja. But same way either way around.
I think having access to the water shuriken to play counter projectile, like you can't zone against a young one, but you can absolutely counter some of these projectiles like we're seeing. But at the same time, Yink is a character who can play a more offensive game, who can sort of go against the plan of just throwing out projectiles and start rushing you down with things like the nair, things like the down tilt, where he can really just put a lot of hurt on you very, very quickly. I've often described Yink as a character who is less defined by his zoning and more his ability to play for mission, where you have to be aware of what Yink wants to do at all possible points, or he's going to eat you alive. I'm loving these defensive options. I feel like the up B out of shield has been giving a lot of value and is forcing this Greninja to play a little bit more defensively.
Yeah, definitely.
But see, just continuing this neutral game, this is definitely a bit of a change of pace, and that I'm definitely enjoying.
Production?
Having a little bit of technical difficulty. Apologies to anybody at home with epilepsy. We're going to see Colin getting back onto the stage here.
Very even game so far.
Very even, but I don't like being even against even. I think this is, as much as it is even, this is an even that is very volatile! Speaking of volatile, bit of a chain here, and that's what I love about Yink in this situation. As much as their projectiles can zone, they are also incredibly potent combo tools.
And now we're seeing this awkward percent where both characters, where they only have a couple of options that can really lead to a kill, and they both sort of start being forced to fish for that. Colin narrowly missing the kill on the up air there.
And if I'm being honest, I prefer Colin's chances here. Like, granted, you're at very big threat of a down tilt, but like, granted, it's online. And 2, I feel a lot more confident in Youngling's ability to kill than I do in Greninja's here.
Yeah.
Speak of the devil.
Alright, solid lead for Colin here, especially when you're at this sort of awkward kill confirm percent for Greninja. We'll see if he's able to get too much extra credit off it. Oh my god!
Ooh, that was the nastiest jab reset, I swear.
Yeah, I know a lot of Greninja players are aware of that fallout and will just buffer the jab every time, because if it connects, then the jab doesn't come out. If it doesn't connect, then you get the jab lock.
Absolutely.
That's some hidden tech there.
The forbidden technique from a secret ninja in the... I was trying to pivot that into like a Naruto joke, but I could not. And that's gonna be Colin once again using... I love the usage of up B in this matchup. It's failed once, but like getting to effectively stuff an approach, because I feel like Greninja is a character where as much as you can get in with things like Nair, a lot of your approach options are horizontal. Things like dash, things like down.
That's gonna be the stop.
Oh, not what you want to see. Definitely a little bit scary here.
7 stocks to 11 here for CSU.
It's a threatening position to be in, but I think that if there's any team that I'm confident in being able to play out of disadvantage, it's probably CSU. I'm gonna see an attempt to confirm in to be fair, but it's not gonna find it. And there's, yet again, that up B. The jump read into the down air to finish off the stock. Colin here trying to chew through the rest of this Greninja. as much as it's definitely a disadvantageous situation, I think like if you can take the Greninja stock here, which is not, it's not impossible by any stretch of the imagination, I think that you're in a lot better position. Where granted, you are down 2 stocks, but you're keeping the advantage. Or not advantage, but you're not widening the gap.
Yeah, starting to slow things down here, I think, usually from both players. Neither are really too keen to take a risk and lose this first stock, or last stock, rather.
I feel like both of these players have been very volatile, where getting an opening has usually meant a very major thing. That's not where you want to be! That's going to be a down smash, trying to use it, but that's going to be getting it back onto the stage. The bomb's going to come out. Stage swipe! Gets back onto the ledge, but unfortunately there's a back air to follow it up! And that's going to be the end of Colin. That was a scramble situation to end all scrambles. That was not where you want to be. I think it's time to pull in the Ruby.
I need to go on a tangent. Because who on earth is this Greninja? It can't be Anubis because he goes to Miami. It can't be Spencer because he's in Japan. There are no other Greninjas in Ohio that are like well known for going to tournaments.
I don't know. And like frankly, I don't know where they found their forbidden techniques, but like...
I know where they found them. Apple Ocean. Shout out that guy. Greninja lore keeper. But yeah, I need to find out who this Greninja is, because they just took down 2 of our best players.
Definitely, yeah. I feel like CSU is... I don't think this is the end, especially. Like, I feel like CSU is a team that is very adaptable, off the previous game that I got to commentate. But CSU is in a very precarious position here. It's not where you want to be. You're down 4 stocks, and it's not looking the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's a chance we see anyone but Ruby here.
I know that Ty is thinking that we're gonna see Arctic here, but I don't know. I feel like I like the Ruby to clean up, because also like Ruby as a player is incredibly hard to send into.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter if you have an advantageous matchup, you are facing down CSU's premier threat. And I don't want to be in that situation, no matter who I am.
The thing about Arctic 2 is that Greninja players love that matchup, especially the more technical ones, which is kind of the playstyle we're seeing here with that forbidden tech there.
Yeah. I don't want to be Rob in the matchup. I don't want to be Rob in the matchup I hate the concept of being Rob.
Yeah. We would probably not see those sorts of offstage gimps we saw against Victor and Colin due to Rob's recovery being so good, but I think that might be made up for in other aspects.
Like, Rob's recovery is better, but I feel like he's also such a large target where it's like, I think if you're sending in Arctic here, you have to have the FD pick. I do not want to be in the matchup with like, in my mind, I see Rob and I can just imagine the, what's the term? I swear.
Ladder?
Not even ladder combos, but it's like the up tilt into the up air fast fall on a platform.
Drag down.
Drag down. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we are going to see Arctic.
We are going to see Arctic. FD? I'm not sure how good I feel about this map, but it's definitely...
This is Greninja's second to worst stage. Up smash does not work on the center platform, so...
That's not where you want to be.
Yeah, so Greninja can't use his best kill confirm on all of center stage here.
Definitely, and I also think Gyro might be useful. It works as a little bit more of an aggressive game plan, and when you have that Gyro, you just get to hit him with it.
Yeah.
Throw that. I'm have to see how this transpires, because, yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Rob, as much as he is a very potent character, is combo food. You look up combo food in the dictionary, and I think you're going to see Rob.
Combo food, unfortunately not a Webster-recognized word, but if it was...
Listen, find a dictionary that has combo food in it, and Rob's gonna be...
Oh! Sour spot down there, really unfortunate there.
Not what I want to see, but definitely not the end of the world. Remain, Arctic here able to keep in, unfortunately not getting the 2-frame...
That was a weird interaction there. The side B flanking with the down tilt, or trading rather.
Unfortunately, not where you want to be. Arctic currently off stage, having to find an option. That's going to be baiting out the forward air, not being able to find it to get Arctic back onto the stage. Speaking of forward air, there's another one. I think we were very on point. Never mind, it does work on Rob!
Not if he's grounded. In the air, it works.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I saw it on the platform and I was terrified. I do like how Arctic's been playing neutral.
Yeah. I'm guessing Smashville was banned, that's why they chose this.
Okay. Using the one thing Greninja does not have to beat Greninja. Out of shield options.
Yeah. Man, this is a tough comeback to make, though, if you're CSU. 4 whole stocks behind.
I think it's tough, but you do need to remember who we have in the back line.
That's true.
Like, granted, I don't like being in the situation. I think that 5 to 9 is maybe... It's painful, especially given the fact that it's now their pick. But at the same time, I'm thinking through that roster, I feel like Rob is decent against a lot of them. Like, I think the big threat for Rob was the Greninja, was the ability to just entirely eat him alive with combo. I think I'm afraid of the Young Link, maybe? I don't like the Snake. But, like, the problem with the Snake is you bring in Snake, and even if you win, you're then Snake doing Ruby.
Yeah.
You're not winning a Snake Ditto against Ruby.
That's very fair. It's, yeah, I don't know what the answer is here. If you're Butler, but maybe they got some tricks we haven't been able to scout out in our reconnaissance. We'll just have to wait and see.
Go gadget pocket Bayonetta.
Then you're Bayo dittoing a Chimpus, though.
You're either Bayo dittoing Chimpus or you're going against Ruby, and I don't want to be in either of those situations.
Oh,
You got a good point. Good point. Time Monster here telling us that it might be time for a Pikachu. I don't like that matchup either.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. I don't... CSU is definitely down, but I definitely don't think this is the end of the match. I feel like if Butler's willing to get complacent and willing to just think that they've already won the round, they're going to get entirely evil.
Waiting on stage picks here.
Where do you think they're going to end up going?
I don't know. Does Rob have bad stages? Game and Watch. I forgot.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The one button wonder.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is why we wanted the Mii Brawler.
Yeah, I can definitely see why. This could definitely end up being a bit of a problem. Game & Watch's defensive capabilities with that up B are really, really brutal. I'm not sure what Rob... I feel like you have better insight on the matchup if you don't mind me asking.
So I have
Never mind, I'm seeing it. You can keep going.
I've had a little bit of a Game & Watch phase when I played collegiate high school Smash. Sort of a cheese pick. And this matchup, not great. Rob gets comboed a lot. Rob can die pretty early. One of the few characters that can give Rob trouble off stage too with the sausages.
Fair enough. It's felt like even when it's definitely felt like another problem is that like with that strong, I think it's frame-free defensive option, like you have to run into the problem of as Rob when you're trying to combo Game & Watch, he can just up B out. Woo! Or you can just have that happen and be in a pretty good situation. Huh?
Huh?
Oops. Not where you want to be.
Chad, is it over?
It might... No, it's not over. It's not over until the game's over.
Tie starter prediction.
Tie starter prediction. But yeah, I think it's definitely a little bit of a problem, especially when you can do things like that. I can't say it on stream because it's vulgar, but you're only minus if you're something I can't say on stream.
Is Nair clanks with the gyro?
Oh!
Ah.
Painful. Yeah, this is a very painful matchup for Arctic.
What do you do as Rob when you can't Nair?
Fair, I guess. Down tilt.
Ooh.
Never mind, you do a down smash and you push them off stage here. Unfortunately, not going to find another one of those 2 frames, but you're going to keep advantage.
The
tag. Stage? Oh.
Intercepting the bear, too. That's going to be the stock, though.
Okay. I feel like after that SD, Arctic wants the run.
Yeah.
Arctic is locked in right now.
The up tilt.
The 1-2 punch. I'm liking the recovery.
Raising the roof.
Gets the nair. Gets the up tilt. I think that was a bait. I don't think you're gonna be able to find something off of it because it's up B from Game & Watch, but like, impressive bait. Unfortunately, gonna get whip punished on the Nair. Really dangerous situation, but 2 stocks down is not the end of the world, but that is... It's Ruby time. It's Ruby time.
Well, yeah, it's their full player. It's their last guy. They have to send Ruby.
It's like that one Homer Simpson image. Add Ruby to the matchup.
Gotta open up the stream so I can gamble.
Remember, folks. I forgot what I was going to tell you to remember, so I forgot.
I love gambling.
We love gambling. No, we don't.
Crash.
Gamble responsibly and only with fake money.
Auto crash.
You crashed?
I think it did.
Wonderful. Okay.
I don't hear audio anymore.
We can't hear audio. That's a problem. Alrighty, back to us. Yeah, we need to get ready for that.
You know we're not muted, right?
Yeah, that's. I mean, we're having technical trouble. We can mute if we want to.
Okay.
I just need to get here too. We're arguing to yeah. He's gonna be fair.
Step into the ring.
Alrighty, unfortunately, we are no longer muted here. Unfortunately, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. Round started before we were ready, and we are seeing a bit of a snake ditto here. Very interesting. I'm curious to see how this ends up going. We are currently seeing, I'm not sure who is who because I can't read who's on the bottom. We are currently in hand cam mode. We apologize for the little bit of distortion here. Or, I guess that's not the term. We'll have it back on stream properly in a little bit here. However, a little bit hard to really explain what's going on. Snake versus Snake is fundamentally a very slow, very methodical matchup, where both of these characters are, or the same character, they both want to be able to throw their projectiles and play in a way that is incredibly advantageous to them. Essentially spending their time, instead of trying to go in for an approach. Somebody got a shield break, and I'm trying to figure out which snake is Ruby. A little bit of interaction here. Like, yeah, a lot of this matchup is going to be these snakes throwing grenades at each other and trying to find confirms like that. Just these short sequences that are going to get some value. I think this is last stock for both of them. Yeah, a lot of this matchup really is just this methodical game plan, where you throw a lot of grenades, you throw a lot of missiles, just try and box them out and see who can get in or get damage in first. The 92 on one of them. I really cannot read who is who. Both snakes currently at pretty high percent, but the one in red is going to be a little bit higher. I feel like we're going to figure out who's been who based on the reaction to this match. You might want to switch off, and then we will be back in it in just a second. Can you see who won? Alrighty, now it was a real fun match to watch through hand cam because I could not tell which snake is which.
Honestly, I don't know either. I'm assuming it was Ruby that won.
I'm pretty sure it was Ruby who won.
Okay.
Wonderful. Now, this is definitely a little bit of a precarious position. 1 stop to 3, not the end of the world, but this is going to be probably Butler's anchor, unless they threw somebody out early.
Yeah. The way that Greninja was playing, I wouldn't be surprised if that was their strongest player, but we'll have to wait and see.
I could believe it, but... Actually, no, I could absolutely believe it. I think it's a little bit scary to be Snake on 1 stock to 3, just from the fact that a lot of your damage comes from trades, comes from these favorable interactions that maybe become a little bit less favorable when you don't have the stocks to back it up.
Yeah.
Although, like, if it's a character who can just get kind of zoned out, like... We're gonna have a real snooze fest.
Yeah, we see the DK. Oh, it's gonna be the Ling. This matchup, by Link standards, isn't that bad. One of his better top tier matchups, of which are few and far between. Other than Olimar for some reason.
Let's get rid of some PS2 here. Do you think this is just neutral, given it's a pretty common demo?
Yeah. Both projectile-based characters. I think it's probably for both players.
it's a pretty initial stage. I'm interested to see how it ends up going. You see Ruby immediately dropping that C4 from the platform, controls a little bit of space. A lot of normally I like to spend this time to explain how Snake tends to work, but a lot of his game plan is precedent, where you have to be aware that any interaction you have with him is going to be controlled by grenades. However, I think that this game is going to be a lot more range focused, where both of these players are going to want to spend a little bit of time just spacing the other out and trying to get damage racked on from a little bit more defensive play. Both these characters have very potent projectiles. Granted, I think Snake's most potent projectile is primarily just the single one, the grenade. But like Nikita has purpose, especially against a character like Link, who, while he can bomb jump, has a relatively limited recovery.
Yeah. We are definitely seeing Ruby pick play out well so far. Pretty solid damage this year.
The really important thing to note about the Nikita, it seems to have incredible amounts of priority. Like, it just powered through a bomb and a boomerang, probably an arrow at that point.
Wait, we played 10-minute timer in this league?
Apparently.
Huh. Well.
I don't think it favors either. Like, both of these are zoners, so it kind of favors both of them together.
Yeah, but Butler's a 3-to-1 stock lead. If they really wanted to time out, it would favor them by a lot.
Definitely, but I feel like at that point we'd maybe get... I don't know if that stock lead's going to last against Ruby.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, the precedent of winning is definitely on Ruby here. Like, he has to play better than this lane. But I don't know if it's by too much, just given the fact that, like, as much as it is probably a good matchup for Link, Snake as a character is very potent.
Yeah.
And Ruby as a player is even more potent. Solid off there. Unfortunately not, but he's going to find a situation.
Who's at 50?
It's Snake. I'm expecting him to kill about tilt at like 3. Speaking of up tilt, unfortunately not going to find a hit.
Yeah. Solid play going out from this later here.
It's definitely a little bit scary, but I think that this is like...
Interesting Nikita counterplay, but they are going to lose the stock to the ledge trap there. 140 on Ruby here. Still a stock to go.
140, I feel like Ruby might pull out a little bit more of that. Like, this defensive play has been very, very apparent. I feel like Ruby, like, you have to be very, very careful at this point. Most things from Link are going to kill you, especially that bomb. I do not want to be hit by that bomb right now.
I think forward air is the big threat right now.
Yeah, that's definitely, I don't want to be hit by that sword, I don't want to get hit by the boomerang, frankly. Like, everything here, even if it doesn't kill, puts Link in an incredibly advantageous position. And I think Ruby's very aware of that. There goes the forwards throw. Link trying to throw a little bit of set play here, but Ruby's going to be able to defend through it. Grenades into Link's ballpark. I really like how Ruby's been playing around these grenades. Once the grenade is in the range of Link, even after things like that interaction, the Link has to be very aware of it, more than Ruby does, because I don't think, like, as much as Link's, like, remote bomb is very powerful, it's not something that can present a threat without Link being in an open state. Like, Link has to be able to detonate it. There's the parry, but unfortunately it's not... Speak of the devil, I think you were right there with the forward air. I'm gonna be honest, I think CSU can come back. I think that this is like... CSU Game 1 and CSU Game 2 are very different teams.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm interested to see who the lead is here. If they're going to try leading Ruby again to try and bring back this. It did go down the last stock despite us being down, I think, 4 stocks at our lowest point. So,
I think, honestly, if I were in their shoes, I think I would send out Colin first to see if they're going to, like, you want to force out the Greninja, but you want to force it out in a situation where Ruby can come in and sweep.
I think that's fair.
Like, I think this comes down to, like, both of these teams have secret weapons. That Greninja and Ruby, they're terrifying. Absolutely. I think with the Greninja and the Ruby, and Ruby,
The Ruby. The one and only.
The one and only. I think it runs into the situation of, like, Thanks, Time Monster.
Sorry about that, chat. Our producer has been fired.
Sorry, we're currently shooting our producer into space.
No!
However, we're gonna see a little bit. I'm interested to see the second match.
Banjo.
Banjo?
Misinput?
If I see a Banjo, I'm walking out of this room. If we're I don't want to watch Banjo gameplay. I'm kidding. But
You don't want to watch Wi-Fi Banjo Young Link?
don't.
No!
This is why we need a producer, Mike.
We need a producer Cam. No mic, just camera.
We need like the lowest quality camera so that Time Monster becomes encrypted.
True. We just tie my phone to the moving fan over there.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I need to interrupt something real quick. So I put out that poll asking, are we cooked or are we cooking? And guess who the only person was to submit a prediction? Guess what they predicted? Huh, Livy? Livy, do you want to say to the chat what you predicted?
What did you predict?
In my defense, I was correct.
She was right. We were cooked.
You're betting your entire life savings in this match. I hope you know
I
that.
bet 10 Twitch points.
10 whole Twitch points, ladies and
10
gentlemen.
Twitch points.
They're
Whatever.
called Twitch points.
Fight coins!
No, don't call them that. That sounds bad.
We could probably.
That sounds like a fake cryptocurrency they use in a sitcom.
Don't you want to buy Litecoin?
Founded by some Norwegian guy.
No, it's some guy who lives in New Jersey.
Yeah, but he's LARPing as a
No,
Norwegian
exactly.
guy. He just shows up to press events dressed as a Viking, fake that accent. Alright.
You know, I understand why we. That's a joke for off camera. It's not. You're
It is
using
the
my
Banjo.
setup against me. You're using my setup against me because I said to have us connected. All right, commercial break. Can we get like a minute of ads?
Yeah.
Don't actually.
You can, yes, I've
You
done it.
can, but don't. How do you feel about this? Aside from immense pain.
I think this is pretty Young Link favored. We got a couple banjos here in Neo, maybe Collins practice.
We're definitely seeing a lot of the pressure go on. I'm liking this so far. I think that both of these characters are zoners with a little bit of potential, or a little bit in parentheses. I think that Young Link has a lot more potential in the boxing game than Banjo does, outside of the $6.99 option side. But we haven't seen it out of this Banjo yet. They seem to be conserving it pretty aggressively.
There's $6.99 in this game?
I mean, yeah, how much do you think you pay for Wonder Wing?
They were $5.99 in the last.
Inflation, I guess.
We did get Banjo Kazooie though, so we're really getting
Two
our
whole
money's
characters,
worth.
pay $12
Yeah.
for it.
Pretty solid lead here coming out from Colin. Let's start looking for the kill confirm now.
I'm liking it. I wonder if we might see like a Zera or something, because I feel like we haven't seen any of it. Where did they use 2 of their Wonder Wings? I like the jump read. I like that jump read a lot. It's always weird seeing jump from ledge be a viable option in this game, because I'm coming from melee and you do not jump from ledge in that game.
Yeah, the tournament winner.
It's certified tournament winner.
That's what they are.
That's what they are.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid option in this game.
It's real solid in this game, and we're seeing. I'm loving this offense from Colin. I think that this like he is absolutely just saucing on this Banjo.
These landing
This Banjo wants to kill. This Banjo wants to kill desperately.
And they're gonna
And there it
get
is. Oh! The bomb set play! You can't pull that out just in the middle of a round. That's like you gotta say that for grand finals.
Man, this is a tough comeback for the Banjo. Banjo not exactly a character known for spitting out crazy offense.
You have an offensive option.
You got one of them, yeah.
And I mean, like, they're doing what they can with the back air. But, like, just walking up trying to use edge shot, maybe not gonna be enough here. I do really, that's something I want to note. I love the usage of Boomerang. I love Colin using Boomerang and then on the retreat coming in with a Nair, which is then backed up by the return Boomerang. It's putting a lot of pressure on this Banjo and forces a lot of unfavorable situations. And the same way that Snake does. Unfortunately, I kind of, ouch. I wish I wanted that punish. I wanted that punish badly.
We're at the point now where Colin's really looking to close out the stock before losing the second. If you can get a 2-stock lead in this first game, that's really good for CSU.
Absolutely. Turning the tide on the Greninja from the previous one. I don't like the situation at Banjo.
Yeah. I think making comebacks as Banjo in particular can be very, very difficult.
There's a lot of characters in this game that I feel are decently capable of playing, like Villager, like Banjo, who are very good at playing at neutral, but do not have the potential to make comebacks. If you don't have Wonder Wing, what are you doing to get the comeback as Banjo? Playing your heart out, I guess, but like you are playing a very fair game, effectively. Getting information from Time Monster here. 489% was dealt from Collins Town? Yeah, I mean, like, look, Young Link can really put the hurt on you. Who do you think they're sending in on here?
I don't know. I think we see a character we have not seen last game. I think they're going for the surprise factor here. I think they're going to double down on it and then send in Greninja. That's my read.
I could definitely believe that, although I could also see them trying to save Greninja for Ruby.
Really?
Like, granted, it's not a good matchup. But, like, looking at the skill level of these players, that Greninja, I think, is one of the, like, you have to have either 2 players that shoot through Ruby, or a really good player. And, like, I think that Butler has a lot of good players, but that Greninja is... I see why we had 2 computers in here before.
We still got 2. Just unplug.
I love, by the way, the stream cannot see anything I'm doing to you guys.
You are tormenting us in a way that will never be understood.
Actively sabotaging the stream.
Exactly. We do a possible DK here.
I think the DK comes out against Ruby if it comes out.
I don't believe Ruby. I don't want.
You ever seen Mickle play?
I have not. We're seeing the Greninja right off the bat. I think this is really favorable for CSU because you clean this up. Like you maybe take a stock or 2, you send in Ruby or you send in honestly Chimpus, and you can just clean up this. Like once you can shoot through the Greninja without losing a couple of players, you're in a really advantageous situation. I think.
I honestly think we will see the Victor run back. I think Victor wants it.
I can definitely see that. No, I can absolutely see it. How do you feel about this stage?
I think it's pretty solid for Greninja.
I can believe it.
I think as Greninja, you don't want to play on Tri-Class generally. You don't love Smash Filler Hollow Bastion, and then from there it's kind of matchup dependent, and I think in this matchup it's mostly a comfort thing.
I can believe it, although I think that some of the stage layout might be very favorable for Young Link. Although frankly, a lot of scramble situation there. I think this matchup is pretty heavily defined by Young Link, where it's like, I think that this Greninja, once he gets in, he's able to do a lot of damage, but at the same time, I think Young Link has the tools to play that permission, to force Greninja to play what Young Link wants to, and get pretty much value out of it. I'm not liking the up B here. I feel like it might be you might need to put it in the back pocket for a little bit, where it's like once they're making a little bit more comfortable going for like just random dash attacks, random down tilts, and then they're gonna get really beat alive by that up B.
We're seeing classic Greninja syndrome here. Sometimes your moves just don't work.
Yeah, it's not where you want to be, but it's definitely a major part of the character.
I love Elgato!
Thank you, Elgato, for functional products.
I think it's Elgato's.
You don't?
I don't think so. Elgato's not crashing.
We will be right back, chat.
right, we're back. Unfortunately, right at the never mind, not at the worst time. Because kind of at the worst time because the stocks, both players got a stock taken. We're seeing a lot of the Greninja wants to start this game and they want to go for the council that. We're gonna punch card for every time I've mentioned those two moves.
We do not see much down tilt come out from Greninja these days. That was 2019 Greninja. Nowadays, it's a lot of shuriken, it's a lot of falling neutral air, it's a lot of pivot grab. Have you seen the hitbox on pivot grab?
I have seen Mark 2.0. We're good. These projectiles have gone real even. Like, that's what I love about Young Link. I think that a lot of projectile characters in Ultimate can be a little bit lame. But, like, when Young Link starts rolling, it's not, I'm gonna throw 7 projectiles your way and hope you can't get through. It's, I'm throwing 7 projectiles, they're all hitting you in sequence, and I'm getting a Twitter clip.
Yeah.
Speaking of Twitter clips, never mind, that one's not getting uploaded.
Yeah, tragically.
I mean, I'm all for this Greninja going down, frankly. Like, I love this character. Vikings all the way.
Yeah. Ooch. Narrowly not drilling the high platform on ground here to benefit Colin.
I think it was almost out of, it was either regular short hop or out of shield, but... Oh! Was that a bomb?
That was the bomb.
That was a bomb.
Greninja wins.
Yeah. That was for the opponent. Okay. We are back, by the way.
We are back. We're gonna see that Greninja go down to 1 stock here. Who do you think is getting sent in?
Ruby. It's so Ruby. Well, 1 stock.
Here's the thing with that. I think that you send in Ruby here, it's a sweep. However, I think that if you can get away with not sending Ruby in here, you are in an immense advantage.
Yeah. That's fair. I don't think we're seeing Chimpus or Arctic or Michael. I think we're seeing Victor for the run back or Ruby to try and clean things up.
I like not Rick, Victor, or I like Dreamless. I think that just getting into that situation where it's like 1, the run back, and 2, you're 3 stocks to 1.
Yeah.
You are pushing them in a very painful way for them. And, like, you've gotten 3 stocks against that Greninja, even if they molly one. And, like, 1, if I'm in Dreamless's shoes, I want that. I want my second. We're gonna see Arctic.
Huh.
I don't hate this.
Yeah, I think there are worse picks theoretically.
I think there are worse picks theoretically. I think that it's a little bit contentious, but at the same time, I think that it's a really powerful option where you are effectively presenting. I think in a lot of situations, if this were 3-3, I would hate this decision. But it is 3 stocks to 1, and even if Arctic has to trade a stock here, I think that it's an extremely advantageous situation for CSU. Oh, he's out for blood!
Yeah, that would not have killed, but it would have looked cool.
It would not have killed, but it sends a message. And, like, unlike the Game & Watch, like, this Greninja has to be aware of it. This Greninja has to be playing neutral in a way that is favorable to Bob, even if when he loses neutral, it's very scary for Bob. I'm liking the set play with the gyro.
We sure are. Getting the sour spot again.
Unfortunately, not lasting long enough to catch the regular get-up. And they're following there, gonna get a little bit of damage in. We're affecting neutral isn't there. Gyro once again, trying to get follow-up. Yeah! And that's going to be Arctic taking the stock off the Greninja. Now, I think this is maybe a bit of a misplay on Butler's part. It's very hard to beat ice if you're water. You're gonna get frozen. Arctic. Let me have my jokes, okay? Every time Arctic comes on stream, I'm making ice puns. It's my job, okay?
I don't know if ice jokes in the Smash Ultimate community are the greatest decision.
Not very cool.
Boo!
Yeah, I love this.
That's the pivot grab.
I'm aware. I used to play Greninja.
I love Greninja Pivot Grab.
For those of you at home, can you crop that and put it on stream?
I did put that on.
Oh, that was on stream. Perfect. Yeah, that's real. It reminds me of back when games were good and Marth's grab went all the way across the stage.
You can still play Melee. Fun
I do still play Melee.
Keyring fell off my wallet while we were talking, and now I'm struggling to put it back in before the game starts.
Unfortunately, we're going to see a major fumble from Libby. Losing the keyring.
My wallet's falling apart, dude. I need to get a new one.
I think I'm using the same app for a while at this point.
Hard read, by the way, we're seeing the Pikachu.
I could see the game message.
Oh yeah, I forgot that guy. They have too many characters, I'll say it. Just too many. You get 5 and that's it, IMO. You get 5 distributed across 6 players. That's how it should be.
Yeah, and I think... No, don't consider that reality. Time Monster's trying to will a Steve into reality.
I think there's a world where we see the Victor Steve. Victor Steve has wins?
How do you feel about the Steve?
I love Steve.
I love Steve. Okay, thank you. I'm no longer controversial in the booth.
I adore Steve. Time Monster over there, absolute anguish. Mental anguish previously reserved for people handling nuclear launch codes.
Got a little bit of Oppenheimer moment behind the production booth.
Seeing the Link, I like this matchup. I like the pick. I think it's not great.
Okay, picking the character with an item against the player who knows how to use items, maybe not the best play. I saw that happen and I was gonna get the Look, you comboed him with his own bomb!
Yeah. That is something I wish more Ultimate players were practicing, is item play when you're a character who doesn't have items. Because a lot of characters do some crazy stuff and they just don't know how to do it because they never practice it because they don't have an item.
Yeah. And I love it. I think that item combos and Z-drop combos are always super sick.
Yeah.
Ouch. Not where you want to be. Really painful. Z-drops the bomb here. Ouch.
Dropping the shield, probably expecting a fast fall there.
Yeah, frame trap on. Just Link forward air just naturally frame trap?
I don't think frame traps are real in Smash.
I mean, of course. Yes, they are. If you have frame data, you have frame traps. That's how frame data works.
Frame traps in fighting games refer to a very specific interaction.
No, they don't. They refer to
regarding
any
a mechanic that does not exist in Smash, being holding backwards.
No, you can be in a situation where you do not have a viable option, but there is a gap for you to input something. That's a frame trap.
But
even if
in
you're
fighting games, a frame trap specifically means doing it out of block.
Ladies, we're both pretty today.
We'll talk about this later. I'm vehement about this. We're currently in a little bit of an even situation. It's dangerously high for Arctic, but at the same time, it's definitely not the end of the game.
Yeah, pretty big damage deficit here, but Rob, not a character known for their lack of damage.
Yeah, Rob. Speak of damage, Nair. See a bit of a bomb play here.
Ugh. Oh, the parry. That's probably what he was going for. And that is gonna No, the back hit not as strong. I forgot.
Ouch!
That's gonna do
That's
it.
up tilt. That's up tilt, please. We gotta get out of here. Unfortunately, has an opportunity to blow up a bomb. I feel like that's... I feel like this Link is putting a lot of hurt on Arctic by just running a lot of defense. Just like going from that defensive game plan, which was not working, to just trying to smother Arctic here and hitboxes, which is very, very painful. Gyro on the stage.
Oh, that's gonna be
That was
soft.
nice. That was nice.
Great read there from Arctic, throwing the bomb off the stage and setting into neutral. Oh, I forgot about the 0% sword projectile. Oh, and it's gone. Tragic.
No longer on the table. I wonder if there's ever gonna be...
That's it!
Oh!
No, he's
Never
alive!
mind, the DI of everything!
Oh, scary situation though if you're Arctic.
Yeah, not where you want to be.
Link's kill power is kind of absurd.
You gotta have the fear of God in you right now.
Yeah.
With an air starter. Unfortunately, they're not trying to forward air off of it.
We're approaching the percent where strong Nair is going to start killing.
Not where you want to be against Link.
And that's going to be it.
That's a frame trap. I
Hi,
don't care.
Munster. Link forward air hitbox now.
More important, that's a frame trap. I understand that there is not conventional blocking. It is a frame trap. If you are getting hit by the second hit of something because you are dropping shield and trying to make an input, that is a frame trap. That is the definition of a frame trap. Like, yeah, you could do a frame.
The reaction of a man who has just seen Link forward air hitbox. Can we get that on the stream, please? I do not think we see Ruby here. Look at that. Look at this beautiful video game move.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, and can you, since it's right there, can we take a look at Nair? God,
Frame
old
set?
faithful. Oh.
You know, back in my day, this move didn't actually lose its hitboxes until the animation ended.
Back in your days today, people still play Melee.
Yeah, and
Aklo
Link-
got top 8 at Riptide like 2 weeks ago.
Aklo got top 8 because it was Zayn. Yeah. He's only good against Marth.
Well,
And I love it. I love it. As a Marth player, I think it's sick as hell. Sorry, folks. Me, bro.
Victor gonna come out. Interesting.
I don't hate this. I think putting the mix on this Link is probably for the best.
Yeah, I think the plan is here to cheese out this Link player's last stock, and then there's not really a clear answer here against the Brawler.
Yeah. Yeah, there really isn't. I mean, honestly, Game Watch, like, it's maybe not the best, but, like, you have a frame 3 defensive option.
Yeah.
That's pretty unpunishable.
Alright, getting into it here.
Game Watch? Yeah, I would assume so.
Seeing a lot of brawling here from the Snake route, or the Link weirdly enough. I would think in this matchup you want to be using more projectiles, but...
Yeah, although I feel like it comes to a point where it's like, you know that this brawler...
Oh!
I feel like you know this brawler, you know that Dreamless wants it. Desperately. And you know what happens when Dreamless gets it. So you're probably just trying to run as much offense as possible so that Dreamless can't get their footing.
Getting the bomb back here.
Playing a little bit of a hot potato with the bomb there.
Oh,
How many times has this bomb passed hands? They're literally playing hot potato with it!
You're Victor here, you really want this grab.
You want this. Ooh, wait, never mind. Feint probably saves it. Does it save this?
Oh, if you just went for an uppie there, you lived. That's tragic.
Unfortunately.
Down 2 stocks, not where you wanted.
Speak of the grab, but it's not gonna kill!
No, and I think at this percent you have to start looking for a raw kill move. I don't think you can... Maybe you can do something into up smash, but I don't think you get any more proper combos, except maybe from a falling up air.
Out of shield dropper, baby, let's go! Run up and do it.
On a character like Link, I don't think Ground Disruptor will kill very early though.
I can have a drink.
Snake, Link. Not Snake. You said Link?
You said Link. You said Snake before, but
I'm
you said
losing my
Link.
mind.
Oh!
Narrowly not killing. That's... Oh, and that's gonna be it.
Speak of the devil.
Losing 2 stocks there, not what you want to see. We don't have a... overlay anymore.
Problem.
There we go.
We got an overlay again. I do like this though. I think, because like you know who the last 3 songs.
Yeah.
There's not a shadow of a doubt. True. Time Monster jumping in for the final 3 stocks to Butler.
Do you technically have to be on the roster to play? Or... Aw, lame.
And you can't make mid-game substitutions. You have to declare the players before it begins.
Just pick Snake and pretend you're Ruby.
That sounds like we're gonna get in trouble.
We're not doing that. That's a joke. That is a huge joke. We would never
We'll get
conceive
in
of.
trouble and lose.
For legal purposes. We are not actually doing this. This is a commentary bit.
This is a bit like every other bit we've done tonight.
What do you think we see here from Butler?
That's a good question. The Snake. No, not the Snake. We haven't seen the Pika.
We haven't. It's possible the Pika is one of the previous players, though.
Possible, but are they? Like
We don't know. We don't know
That's the thing.
who's playing who.
It's a possibility, and like I definitely think that it's it's possible for it to have been one of the previous players.
Snake. Okay, I think we could see Dreamless pull out a stock or 2 here.
I think it's painful. I think that it's a little bit painful for Dreamless. This is a character who, like, if I'm playing a rushdown character, I do not want to see Snake. I do not want to see Snake whatsoever. But I also think Dreamless is very competent with rushing people down. So I could see it going pretty well.
Yeah. Alright, starting things off here.
Immediately just starts trying to run offense with a grenade throw.
Why does grenade?
Have you been hit by a grenade? It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, but he has infinite of them. That doesn't... Real life grenades don't work like that.
Have you ever heard of an infinite ammo bandana?
I've not.
Exactly. That's what he's got on. How
see.
he's got all the grenades.
Is that the lore?
It's a thing in the games.
That's awesome.
It's great, honestly. I love Metal Gear.
Sense pretty even here.
Ouch!
Dreamless 2 shots behind.
Back air. Now, what do you think Dreamless can do against... Like, Snake has a very strong recovery. What do you think Dreamless can do against it?
Without shot put, I think he just stays down in ledge traps. We're seeing why he doesn't run shot put here, getting the kill percent real early.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how good it is. I love the animation on it. I love barrage punches. Unfortunately, the grab range not enough. I'm gonna get up tilted, but surprisingly not dead off of it. Never mind. I shouldn't say anything on stream.
Alright, and now we're gonna see the run back between the 2 Snake players, presumably.
Assuming...
Unless we get a surprise Chimpus.
I think it'd be interesting.
I think it's possible we see Michael here for the hero. I don't think it would be the best idea. I think you send in your anchor here, but I think it's
if this wasn't game point. I think this wasn't game point, I would say send in Michael, give him the bounce, let him show people why MJB's the hero. It's Ruby. It's never not been Ruby. It's Ruby Clues.
Yeah.
Also, the fact we have to reset the players.
They could have secretly sectioned this. I set 5 players face down and end my turn.
I'm playing Slay the Spire recently. Speaking of card games, that game rocks.
I need to... Every time I hear about Slay the Spire, I'm like, I should play this game. Still haven't played it.
One of the best games of the past decade.
I don't doubt it. I just also don't buy games anymore.
It's $20.
I don't. That's I don't like buying games. I've been playing the same 3 for the past however long.
We don't support piracy here.
We were muted for that! We were muted!
We don't support.
We don't support muting the microphone. It's for
We here at
cowards.
CSU love piracy. You should be pirating this stream if you can.
No.
Nope.
We here at CSU love piracy. Please come and send us all of your Youngling clips. Or not Youngling. Oh, wait, I said the wrong link. I meant Toon Link. There's a Wind Waker.
Oh, I just thought you meant Young Link robs people. How can we be the Viking University and not love piracy? That's our whole thing.
It's all plundering. Speaking of plundering, Ruby here. Snake vs. Snake. It is a mashup, definitely.
One of the dittos of all time.
In the words of Metal Gear Solid 3, what a thrill.
If you like explosions, this is the matchup for you.
I feel like this is a matchup.
You guys know about the Brawl Snake ditto?
The one that's like 60-40 because of how the gun works.
Yeah, so in Brawl, the way it decides whether or not to blow up a grenade in certain situations is port priority. So the Snake ditto is 60-40 in favor of one of the Snake ports. No, it's bad. And we are frozen again!
Frozen once again.
Plug it back in. That works. I keep moving the joystick so it doesn't.
Alrighty, folks, we are currently fighting Elgato. Are we back? Alrighty, I don't think we missed much. It is Snake versus Snake.
Yeah, 2 stocks to 2, by the way. The thing is not updated.
You know what I wish? I wish that we got an Echo Fighter of Snake who's just like granted he's probably got like technically he would probably have the sword, but like...
Yeah, I wish every Echo Fighter got as much care as Ken did.
I don't hate a lot of them.
I just think they set expectations really high with Ken.
They set,
the first one they were.
yeah, but like I think that Ken was always going to be good. And because like, what are you?
Crazy sticky, by the way.
Go Gadget that was there the whole time.
Solid 1 stock lead here for. Solid 1 stock lead here from Ruby.
Solid and Snake did it. Alright, I'll stop.
Oh!
I have been making puns here at CSU for like a year and a half. It's part of the commentary.
How many of you did?
Like 3.
Alright. Looks like we'll be able to take this to a game 3 barring disaster.
Someone speaking into reality.
I would. Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
This is fine. This is fine. A little bit of a scary situation, but nothing really isn't able to come back from. I mean, it's not even a comeback at this point.
150. That down tilt.
Nikita?
Tilt's gonna be real now.
Double Nikita!
Doesn't even need it.
That was... I get that we got off topic for most of that, but what are we supposed to say about Snake versus Snake when Ruby's on screen?
What was I supposed to say about Snake? What a thrill. What a thrill. What a thrill. Nothing's going on my screen.
I think that we need to get like Subway, like an overlay for Subway Surfers gameplay whenever that happens.
No hate to the Snake players, of course.
No,
Everyone's just out here playing their best.
I'm gonna be honest, I love Snake in any other matchup. I think Snake is a really cool character. Don't make me watch Snake Ditto. Don't make me watch Snake answer to their zoner.
Yeah, I love Snake, but I'm a Brawl player, so I have to. lists are one thing.
I had to watch Ruby versus Sonics, as in the top 10 player Sonics.
How did that go?
Bad. I had to watch Snake versus Sonic.
Okay, but how did Ruby do? I'm curious.
It's a top 10 player.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Time Monster here. I love that you will like actively comment on microphone, and then we'll also just slide text onto our screen.
Yeah. Half the time the text on screen is more applicable to stream than
Exactly.
what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, making a good point there. Sometimes the most interesting part of the Snake Ditto is watching the opponent sort of try to figure out Snake.
Yeah.
And sort of solve that puzzle in their head.
I love the archetype of characters like Snake, where as much as he isn't, I don't think that he's an oppressive top tier. Like, he's good. But he is a character that you fundamentally have to approach entirely differently from most of the rest of the roster.
That's why we
Ifra.
love Steve. This makes sense. That is Link's worst matchup by a lot. One of the worst in the game for a non-low tier. Non-bottom tier, I should say.
I'm sorry, I was arguing in Time Monster for a moment. What were you saying?
This matchup, assuming no character changes, is really, 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 really bad for Link. One of the worst in the game on
Yeah.
a non-bottom tier.
I feel like it runs, there's a lot, like characters like Hero, characters like Link, they're swordies, but I don't want to play them against another sword.
Yeah, especially a Swordy who has Chic speed, and Bats Within,
Who has Chic speed and Chic down B.
and Ganondorf. We're getting some deep cut takes here from Ty Munster on the Notepad app. Pocket Patui kills at 10% apparently.
Good thing we're not seeing Pocket or Patui in this upcoming matchup.
Well, I said non-bottom tier.
Exactly.
We got 2 bottom tiers in that matchup.
Who are you referring? Time Monster here with the plant defending.
Rude doing well with him one time does not make him a mid tier.
Plants a mid-tier!
Plant is
Rude could do well with a piece of stick taped to a tree. Why have we locked in twice and not started?
they gotta.
Are we just forgetting?
Maybe it might be a little bit of a stage problem or like a change of. I feel like if we're gonna see a character change, I feel like that's like stuff. But like they might just be messing up the stage pick.
That's possible. How do you feel about the arena format in
As in brawls or as in Cruise?
like just the way Ultimate Online works with arenas?
I don't like it. I really.
fair.
I think that, in my opinion, I think that Smash Ultimate arenas are designed entirely for casual. And like you might say to me, Psychic, the entire point of Smash is that it's casual. I get that, but like it doesn't hurt the casual experience to have a competitively viable lobby.
Yeah.
And like I feel like if they were just willing to be like, hey, here's an option to turn on that lets you pick the stage when you ready up.
Yeah, I didn't like it that much until I played another game, and there was no way to have a 3-player rotation at all without quitting and joining the other player's game, and then I started appreciating it a little bit.
I want to ask you a game that is also in the middle of the match here. As we talk, this match is probably not great for this lane. But also, I don't know who's picked for this lane. Okay, wonderful.
I don't know why I just said yeah, I knew who this is. I've said it before.
Okay, I guess I'm just out of the loop. This lane definitely seems to be putting a lot of hurt on Dreamless here.
Yeah, uncharacteristically so. Oh.
Might be getting a little bit confident because of the matchup.
It's crazy movement coming out there from the Link player. What was that?
I feel like I'm trying to think of what you do feel, where it's like normally I would say just you have a better sort of boxing out, but like you're clearly getting boxed out by this link.
Yeah.
What do you do here?
I think Fearless needs to slow it down a bit and start going for whip punishes with Mithra dash attack, because that move's broken.
think that that's definitely a good. I agree with it. I think that like Link as a character tends to have slower moves than Mythra, and so if you're just willing to let him throw something out and then punish it, you're in a good situation.
Yeah. Oh, that might be the stock. Get another chance here at life. No, that's it.
I'm not liking the Mythra. I mean, it's like mathematically correct, but I feel like there's like. You can't make
Well,
up.
that's why we see the Pithra.
I mean,
That stock died, went from 50 to dead in like 3 seconds.
Go gadget. Never mind. I might just be immediately eating my words. I'm liking these hitboxes. Like I see these and I get memories of Melee Marth, and I'm happy.
Who do you play in this game? I'm curious.
That's pretty good.
The way you talked about him earlier, it sounded kind of past tense, so I wasn't sure.
I mean, I'm saying past tense because I'm talking about Melee. Oop! Not quite a kill confirmed, but definitely some damage.
The scary percent here is whipping the confirm.
Does it feel like every single move that Link has with a gap?
Elaborate.
Because up B had a gap, Warrior had a gap.
Oh, you just mean multi-hits?
Because multi-hits with a gap. Like, they aren't...
SD there from the Link player, unfortunate.
Definitely not where you want to, like...
Oh, but that's a no.
Alive. Back on stage.
The foresight.
$6.99! Or $5.99!
I think you might be right. I think it's 6 in this game.
It's some number. It's an amount of money. The point is that we paid for these moves.
Paid for all of them.
Yeah, well,
True. The cost per move is definitely...
exactly. Ouch. Although cost per move there is not going to matter. It absolutely is.
Aerial spin attack. Alright, I wonder who the pick is here then. They have to lock in their 4 players prior, right? It's probably Colin.
I could see Colin. I could also see Arthur.
I could see either.
I don't think this... I think... I feel like you could catch this Link off guard with the second reflection.
Yeah, if it was freely send in whoever, I think we would see Chimpus now.
I'm kind of sad we're not seeing the Chimp. I have a soft spot for Bayo. I think that any character who just has a really good combo game is like spot in my heart, you know?
I've had a lot of fun playing Bayo casually. Waiting on the pick here.
We are going to see the young Link here. Time on Spirit floating in the fact that he's right. I mean, you're just playing better Link in this situation, so like...
I think Link wins this matchup. That's my absurd take. I think Link is very bad. I think he beats both of the other Links, though.
Not in this situation. I'm really a little scary here. What makes you say that?
I don't remember. I stopped playing this character like 3 years ago, but I remember feeling very strongly that he won both those matchups. I think a lot of it was just Nair. Nair, really good. Nair better than the other one's Nairs.
Isn't like frame 3 for young Link's Nair?
Yeah, but it's worse in every other way.
Yeah, but like, if Link wants to run offense, he's gonna have to contest it.
If he has sword.
He has a sword, sure, but like it's smaller. But like, what is your sword gonna do if you get hit with planar?
He got Hylian shield, he's an actor.
Not when you're swinging the sword! Yeah, let me stand perfectly still to block the shot.
Yeah, just don't move. Just stand there. Although, Young Link also has Hylian shield. Oh, that's the Deku shield, but same mechanics.
It's a surprisingly enough, a wooden shield does as much defense as a metal one. You heard it here, folks. Wood and metal are the same thing! Unfortunately, not going to find the kill.
That border is so scary.
Painful.
Rough off stage situation here potentially.
Not the end of the
Missing
world.
the bomb edge guard.
Jumps off with Nair.
Drop down border. No.
Oh! Unfortunately, not gonna find the follow-up, but he's gonna find the tap kill! Nice winning matchup all the way.
It was 1 stock to 3.
Yeah. And it's still 1 stock. It's still,
Against
now it's no stocks
the
to
best
3.
player of the character in the state. I don't think this definitively proves
This
the
isn't
matchup.
I don't care about the matchup, this is about agenda.
Screen dimming? Thank you. The screen was dimmed.
Yeah, that's...
It's so small.
Yeah,
Lynx is like 2 of those, so
oh no,
he's better.
It's so small. It's frame 4! That's 3 frames before Link's Snare.
True. Lynx covers everything. I do think Link Nair just
And
wins
it is
most
so
interactions there.
I think that you're using them in much different situations. Like, the thing is, Link hits you on your shield, what is he doing against jump out in air?
He's spacing so the jump out in air doesn't reach you. He has forward air and neutral air. That doesn't work on any of Link's actual approaching moves out of shield.
That doesn't agree with my worldview, so I'm gonna pretend.
So true. So who do you think we're seeing now?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't want to be Gran against Young Link.
Yeah,
Like, I think it's probably Snake.
I think so too. Weirdly.
I think it's the Snake.
The banjo comes back out.
I don't. I would not send the banjo out in a million years. I think it's the Snake. Because with Snake, I think that like, the Snake was able to take stocks off of Ruby, and so they're decently competent. They're going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage, but at the same time, with Young Link, he wants to get in, which is prevented by Gran. And he can't go back to his backup game plan of playing projectiles, because I kind of think as much as, like, if you get hit by Young Link's projectiles, you're in a world of hurt. But I think in that specific matchup, I think the Snake is favored. Not to mention the like, I don't want to have Young Link's recovery with Nikita in play.
Yeah. Waiting to see here. I also wonder what the stage pick is going to be from Butler.
Me too. What do you think they want? It is the Grab. Okay. Time Monster was right. Why do you just have a PNG of Greninja on the screen?
Frog jump scare.
Frog jump scare.
I think this is a reasonable pick.
I think it's reasonable. I'm hoping we see some magic. He didn't lose a stock.
Yeah, they realized their mistake. They're resetting.
Unfortunate. We're gonna see a 3-0 victory from this Greninja. Just kidding. Ninja.
Okay.
Go Gadget Grab Extender. They should have put Inspector Gadget in Smash. Why are you giving me a thumbs down? I'm right.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
Exactly.
3, 2, 1,
How do you feel about it?
go!
I think we discussed this. I think we've seen this matchup before.
Yeah, it can definitely be very annoying for Greninja, but I don't think it's particularly bad overall.
I think that it's not. I think that it's Young Link's favor, but not by much. I think you have the projectiles to sort of play a counter game against Young Link, but you're also at a very big disadvantage because if Young Link projectiles do hit, they confirm into way more than what you're rolling for. Speed of confirms, we're going to see Boomerang into the forward air. Trying to follow up with that Nair. And that's neutral.
Yeah. Well, pace of the game down a lot here.
And another follow-up off of Green, unfortunately not able to find it. I think these jump reads might not be working against this Greninja. I think they know not to jump here.
Which is impressive when you're playing Greninja. It's that character loves.
Yeah.
God loves
Who could have ever guessed?
That's gonna be the first stock here.
I feel like we've seen a lot of it. We've seen the change. I think that like this gameplay is incredibly impressive. Of course, in compliment at the moment something really goes bad.
Yeah. Colin's feeling himself though. When you start breaking out the wave dashes in Ultimate, you know you're feeling good about how you're playing.
You've turned something on.
Yeah.
You've awakened a demon. Ooh! Oh! I was so hoping for that flame arrow to hit because it would have been the world's coolest confirm. Alright.
Oh, narrowly missing the combo there.
Just barely. I feel like this Greninja has to be terrified every time one of these projectiles hits because it could just be dead.
Yeah.
I think this is the problem where it's like Greninja can get in and deal a lot of damage, but and he can counter some of the underlying projectiles. But you run into this huge problem where if you let one of these projectiles through, it is so much more. It swings advantage so much more than any other projectile in the game. As much as you can get in and start dealing damage, like Youngling starts dealing damage before he gets in.
Yeah. You're really not comboing off of Shuriken unless you get it fully charged, which you're not doing in this
You're
match.
not. You. I mean, if you would hold Shuriken, you probably could, but they decided you weren't allowed to do that.
It'd be so funny if you could. It'd be so cool.
It would be so sick, honestly. We are gonna see a kill with the forward air. I mean, what else are you killing with Sonic Smash?
Okay.
Yes.
Up air occasionally, forward throw, and up throw at 9%. I've seen forward throw kill.
I can believe it.
You also do have F smash. You can just let that rip sometimes.
Bunch of interaction here. I think there's a tether at some point there during that. Ooh, that's fair. That's really bad for this Greninja.
Ooh, the double. What's it called? Feels so bad. Shadow Sneak. Does Greninja even get Shadow Sneak in Pokemon?
I have no idea.
I don't think Greninja
You don't. I know you don't use it.
One of the special moves Greninja does not get. I don't remember which it was.
I think it's one of them. Substitute. I don't think it's. I don't think it gets substitute. It does get substitute.
He gets substitute. It
I
might
have
be
never
Hydro
seen-
Pump.
Probably. I've used Hydro. I've seen Hydro. Like
That should be the kill. Going for the up air there. I wonder if that was a misinput.
maybe or just a wrong lineup.
Incorrect decision.
I mean, if it was up tilt or if it's up air or nothing, that move is so active.
Oh.
That is not where you want to be if you're Butler. That's really not where you want to be. I mean, listen, all I'm saying is, you know how they could make Greninja a top tier in Smash Ultimate? Give him Focus Set, or not Focus, give him Choice Scarf. Like, he ult.
Does he? Is this false trivia I'm propagating? No.
Because it also Substitute is a near universal move. Water Shuriken is a signature move, and in Gen 6 OU, before Greninja got banned, it was notorious for being able to blast through a lot of its decks with Hydro.
I see.
I know a lot about competitive Pokemon, by the way.
I'm spreading misinformation on the internet. No one would ever do that.
You think people would just do that? Like, go on the internet and tell lies?
Apparently. Alright, here. Colin taking out 2 players now.
Who do you think they gotta send in here?
Don't they only have one player left?
For Ninja
no,
two?
they have two. Snake and Game & Watch.
I'm expecting. I could see the Game & Watch. I could see either or. I think I'd personally go for this. I'm not sure. I think there's merit to both.
Yeah. I think they don't want to risk running the Snake Ditto again. So I think Bowser.
I don't like this.
The
I don't like
question
this.
is, was this the Game & Watch player or the Snake player?
Either or. I feel like it has to be the Snake player.
It's
if
Bowser. Anybody can play that character.
You spin to win, baby. I don't like this. I don't like this for the Bowser. I really don't like this for the Bowser. You are going to get shot to death with a flame arrow.
I like Bowser in this game.
I think-
He's so cool.
What's up? Tough guy. Yeah, but like his projectiles are multi-bots. Yes, I don't think up B's the problem in this matchup. Hi Monster trying to claim that Tough Guy's gonna be major in this matchup. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is that like he's a big target that's gonna get hit by a bunch of stray projectiles, and getting hit by stray projectiles against Young Link kills.
Tough Guy also does not work in the air, where most of Young Link's combos will be at. Ooh, narrowly missing the second fire arrow there.
Like,
Down
this is
smash, not killing. Oh my god.
That's a clip. That is a clip, I think. That was just... It spoke for itself a bit. A little bit of a misunderstanding here. I don't like... I wouldn't want to be this bad at all. I get that that's effectively been my opinion this entire time, but, like... It's... not a good matchup.
Yeah.
Who did that?
We all make mistakes.
I think that like right now, the game plan really is. I think you fish for your starters that are long range, like so, where it's like Bowser's going to end up getting hit by your boomerang. He's going to end up getting popped up by it, and he's going to be in. Where was the final hitbox? What is this, Luigi dash attack or something?
I think it's a matter of the drift. I think he drifted back a little bit to avoid going off stage, and that's why I think that.
Yeah, fair enough. Nice combo, Bowser. Here's mine. Did they make it for Hylians?
Yeah, that's the problem with playing a super heavy, is these super combos can get really out of hand really quick.
It's like playing a fast faller without the benefits of playing a fast faller.
I mean, technically, doesn't Bowser fall pretty fast?
That's not what... You know what fast faller means! That was an incredibly impressive game from Colin.
Yeah.
That was...
Young Link wins.
I don't know who that was. Why did you send it to Bowser? I don't like being... It didn't. He didn't get to. Yeah, he didn't get to.
Guys, they have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, I feel like you need to say these things if they're going to be relevant to the
Bowser's
stream.
flame breath eats through all of Young Link's projectiles except for sometimes bomb if he gets blown up by it.
Yeah, cool. Now eat this down tilt.
We didn't even really see down tilt.
Didn't see that. No, I saw it in combos. Not as a starter, but...
I think it was mostly air combos. I don't think there were many.
No, I saw
backdowns.
multiple times. It was like, I think it was boomerang into down tilt. And then starting the fair combo from there.
Boomerang into down tilt?
I swear to God, I saw it. Look through the VOD. I swear I'm not lying. I saw the move. I know what I saw.
How would that work?
I
Boomerang
don't know.
launches Aerial. Okay.
Bowser's Tev, he stayed low to the ground enough to get down tilted. Here's the snake. I think they should have brought this out a lot sooner.
Yeah, maybe. It would have been nice to knock out Colin earlier. But that depends on whether or not the snake is going to do well.
Yeah. Single stock, they might just want to clean it up, but like, you're cleaning up 7 stocks with a snake movement move. Oh my goodness! Immediately out the gate with an impressive 50% string off here.
Seeing some really aggressive play from the Snake. A lot of just running in and using normals.
I kind of think you have to here. Like, I think that as much as you can, just try and retreat and play a bit of a defensive game. I think what Snake wants to do here is you want to get Young Link off stage. But one, you're chewing through a single stock. If you get Young Link off stage in a situation where you can Nikita, you're in a very favorable position. Down tilt eats the Cypher.
Don't know.
Yeah.
That's gonna be one stock off. 18% on Colin here. This is scary. We can see Colin close this out.
Ooh, unfortunately, that's going to be punished off. Not much found off of that. Down throw into the boomerang. Unfortunately, we find something after that.
Starting to see the defensive play come out more here now that it is in the 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I feel like the Snake saw the single stock, thought he could just get like a forward throw off of the stage to put him in an advantageous situation, and realized that is not the case. Unfortunately, that is going to be a kill on Colin. However, these are 2 stocks going into the rest of CSU 6. It's not where you want to be, but like granted, if I see Snake in a comeback, I'm thinking of Ruby, so I can't be entirely certain.
Yeah, the question here is, do we send out Ruby right away to try and close it out quick, or do we let it linger a bit? Do we savor this victory?
I'm gonna be honest.
Or do we lose?
Nah, we win. I'm honestly feeling Arctic.
You feeling Arctic?
Like, here's my thing. I think it's scary. I think it's scary. I think it's a matchup that can be very painful. However, side B reflector, gyro. I think that. Let's time Monster Titan.
Disregard? Alright, I could see the Rob. I don't think Rob does badly into Snake necessarily. Have you seen the official Smash Ultimate tier list?
I haven't, because I don't really subscribe to a lot of tier lists.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. Ooh, Flip Tool?
Ooh, we're getting a.
What are we pulling out now?
We're getting a certified snipping tool.
Ooh, another? We're going in for the double?
The dirty double. Is that on stream? Alright, wonderful.
We need like a 4-second fade to that image.
We need a 4-second fade to that image with the Better Call Saul theme in the background.
I don't think we're allowed to play that. I think we'll get in trouble.
Copyright's a myth. What are they gonna do? Mute our VOD? Please don't mute our VOD. Please don't mute our VOD. Please don't mute our VOD. I'm psychic here commentating a match for.
It was a 1 in 2 chance.
Hey, I still got it right.
That's true. A coin flip 1 is a coin flip 1.
Exactly. I've never lost a coin flip except for when I have.
1, go!
On Smash though, I like this a little bit. Alrighty, we're gonna see Arctic on the fantastic spinning killing robot guy. How do you feel about this? Because I've said my piece.
I think Rob can do a very good job of counter-zoning Snake, better than most characters.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would go as far as to say it's a great matchup for Rob, but I think it is definitely he's one of the better characters against Snake.
It feels easy in my opinion.
That's fair. I don't play either of these characters, so I wouldn't be able to...
I mean, frankly, it's not looking even.
True. C4 recovery attempt.
Unfortunately, just a little bit too high to kill with that. The spin. We'll never see it the 3rd time. Hit him with the spin again.
I want an offstage spin. I want one. Ooh, not one?
Percent is evened up. Semi-evened up. Listen, if they're both at high percent, Snake survives for eternity, except for when he doesn't, getting hit by the back air here.
He was still at 170. That's kind of eternity.
Honestly, yeah. But like, he did die when I said it, so I had to see something.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Still trying to find a kill here. Immediately converting into an option. Oh my goodness, the jump! Grenade just barely saving the Snake here. I'm loving this play from Arctic. I feel like Arctic has absolutely been the beatdown in this matchup. And I think it's where you gotta be, unfortunately, losing the 2-frame.
You're straight into that. Down there and straight into the up smash.
Not the best place to be, but definitely not the end of the game.
Yeah.
Especially with this snake at 113 and last stock off stage. Do it.
Drop another C4 recovery, but it might just kill. Not quite.
Another drop down.
Stage situation here for Arctic.
Hit him with a
Go
spin.
high.
Random spin. Just start spinning.
One spin to win for the fans. No, they
Doesn't
got
even
smashed.
need it. Okay, unfortunately, we're not going to get our spinny funny. However, that is going to be CSU making a pretty substantial comeback. It really felt like they were very... I said it at the beginning of the round. CSU in the first game and CSU in games 2 and 3, entirely different teams. I genuinely think if there is a team that can make a comeback, it's CSU. We have players like Colin. We have players like Ruby. Every single member of CSU feels incredibly capable of doing crazy things the moment they put their minds to it.
All right, that is going to be the game for today. I think we're going to go try and grab a player for an interview, and we'll be right back.
Great. Alright. Alright, I think we are good. We're unmuted? Hi, thank you so much for joining us. I am Psychic here with Colonies. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, you had an insane run in that last game. I think you took out the Greninja, you took out the person before the Greninja, you took out the... Almost...
Yeah, I took 10 stocks in the last one.
Listen, 10 stocks to 3, that's pretty impressive. What was going through your mind? It felt like CSU, I felt like y'all had a little bit of a shaky first round.
Yep.
But after that, you were really able to lock in, really push Butler to their limits. What was that change for y'all on your end of it?
Yeah, so for me, what it really came down to was finding a way to gain the information from the fact that we were going to be playing more, that we did have a shaky start, but also I noticed and I picked up on that they were overperforming. You know, I don't think those guys were as good as they were playing us in that first game. And even with like all the other people too, like myself, obviously I was playing good tonight. I only took 2 the first game. So, you know, I knew nobody on the team would believe me if I said that. It would probably be better just to like really lock in,
I gotcha.
develop strategy. So like the Greninja, I knew if I played him again that I would like go for certain edge guards. I'd do more off stage things. I'd take more risks. I'd get grabs. I knew the Link, like the more information I get, the better player's gonna win, the more that these guys try to play me over and over again.
Absolutely. With that, actually, with figuring out that they were playing better than they were, what was there a turning point where you found that, or was that just sort of after the match, after seeing them play, you kind of saw through them?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say it was really when I watched Victor lose to that Link, because what I was trying to tell the team was, versus that character, you have to get in underneath of him and like wait for him to land, but you're always kind of like trying to get behind him. You always want to be like under his feet so that he can't like catch you at a weird timing. He's gonna land and he's gonna wait. He's gonna do something. It's gonna be too strong for like no good reason. So what I did mainly was just to kind of like, at times when there was any chance that he would make a good play, I would completely disengage. At times when there was a chance that I could kill him, but I wasn't guaranteed, I would like wait. And that was really because I was thinking very quickly of how I could kill, each person I was playing. It was flowing.
It felt like you fought a lot of characters whose game plan was not entirely similar to yours, but other characters who were able to vomit out a lot of projectiles. Characters like that Greninja with the Shuriken, players like the Link, like the Snake. How does your mindset change between a character that maybe tries to play a little bit more aggressively to these more defensive picks that have projectiles to counterplay you?
Yeah, that's actually a great question, because that's exactly why I play Young Link, is because he really does have tools for both. So I know that an aggressive player is going to be jumping a lot, and I know that I have quick aerials, I have ways to catch their landings. You'll see me do a lot of like preemptive things in neutral versus a character like Greninja. I'm jumping with him, not always like necessarily attacking, or if I am, it's not necessarily meant to hit. It's mostly like, okay, how far away can he get back? That way I know if it's got to be a boomerang, does it need to be an arrow? There's a lot more bombs with slower characters. Against like, let's say like Victor's Pyramithra, I don't want to use a ton of bomb because it's going to be, he's going to close the gap. But if there's not like a lot of effort from them to close the gap, my moves are like faster.
Yeah.
I'm harder to hit because I'm like small. I'm like this like little mouse in the house.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Last question here, and it's going to be a real quick one. Livy and I were having a little bit of a discussion. Who do you think wins the matchup, Link or Young Link?
I mean, it's like, if it was going to lean one way, it would be Link. Only because of both the disparity in kill power and range mixed with like pretty even damage. The bomb with Link is also like something, that's where the potential for them to kind of like innovate on the matchup rests, whereas we kind of push it pretty far.
Nice.
But having two bombs, I don't know, it's weird because it's like, I don't have much problems with that character, but I do remember having a lot of issues. It was like a notorious thing.
I guess so.
So I do understand, yeah. I think it's even though, probably.
Fair enough. Glad to see that I wasn't entirely wrong, but I wasn't entirely right either. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have been CSU in NACE Smash Ultimate. Join us tomorrow for some other games that I'm not entirely sure right off the top of my head. For more Smash, actually. Lucky y'all. I've been Psychic, here accompanied by Time Monster, Livy, and Colonies. Thank you. I swear I keep forgetting half of your username.
I'm like that too, don't worry.
I feel it. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back later this week and, frankly, tomorrow. I've been Psychic. Have a good night.